And welcome to part 16 of the Let's Play Last of Us series. I'm here with my brother Josh.
Hello.
And last episode we did the first section of Winter. David knows where we are now and he's trying to hunt us down.
Yeah, so we just kind of ran through a section of his guys like fighting us, and we're trying to draw the attention away from Joel since he's still like healing. I think I forgot to mention it. That scene is super intense of like the first time you see Joel since like the incident. You're like, you know he's alive because she's asked for medicine, but it confirms it. And somehow he's been stitched up, and you're just like, oh my god, like thank God, like there's the hope of him coming back.
Yeah, but it's also interesting because you get to see Joel in a very vulnerable state.
Right.
Because, I mean, you see him, like, his teeth are chattering, he's shaking.
Probably has a fever.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's snowing outside. It's obviously very cold.
And he's got an infection, most likely.
And it's like we're not 100% given a clear picture of exactly how much time has passed. Because, I mean, that happened in the fall. This happened in the winter. Like, how late in the fall was that? How early in the winter is this?
Well, David did say a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago.
Okay,
so we know it's within weeks. It's not within months. But that means that Joel's been like this for at least a little bit, at least a couple weeks.
Thank you for completely disproving what I just said.
I gotta state the facts. And I think they do mention, like, when they're leaving eastern Colorado, that the weather's starting to change, that it's starting to get cold. It's like that time of year or something, I think Joel says. Her stealth kill is a lot more violent than Joel's.
So remind me, because it's been a while since I've played. For her, is she using an actual a knife, like not a shiv?
Yes, it's like a little switchblade that she has.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
So hers doesn't go away. Like, you can stab infinite number of times. But, like, the downside is she has no real melee. She'll, like, slash you with a knife, but, like, they can hit you in the middle of your knife slash. So it's not nearly as effective as Joel's melee.
But it does give you at least the option for sneaking up on somebody and killing them without having to worry about running through your supplies.
Right, and it's not as slow as choking someone out. I missed that shot. It's like a little preview of what it might feel like in Last of Us 2, like this section.
I would like to point out, too, I mean, between this section and then the second part of what we'll be dealing with here, like, David has a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Could think about, like, he sent the guys to the university as well, which wasn't a ton of guys at the university, but...
You still probably at least 10 people you killed.
Yeah. I mean, he's got quite a band of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably like 40, 50 strong, at least.
How do I get out of here?
It's a lot of mouths to feed.
You would think in a scenario like this, like, the last thing you would want to do is move around a loud dumpster.
Yeah. Totally give away your position.
Can you just imagine, like, looking through a window, screaming, and then all of a sudden a Molotov hits you in the face?
Yeah. Pretty intense. to get those materials before you get captured. That's another thing. This scene's like intense because you think like you're about to get away scot-free and maybe double back to Joel, and then David shows up.
Relax. Keeping you alive here. There you go. There you go.
How are you feeling?
Super.
Here. You should eat. I know you're hungry. You've been out for quite some time.
What is it?
It's deer.
With some human helping on the side?
No. No, I promise. It's just the deer meat.
You're a fucking animal.
It's awfully quick to judgment. Considering you and your friend killed how many men?
They didn't give us a choice.
And you think we have a choice? Is that it? You kill to survive. And so do we. We have to take care of our own, by any means necessary.
So now what? You gonna chop me up into tiny pieces?
I'd rather not. Please tell me your name.
You're so full of shit.
On the contrary, I've been quite honest with you. Now I think it's your turn. It's the only way I'm going to be able to convince the others
Convince them of what?
that you can come around. You have heart. You're loyal. And you're special.
Oh.
You stupid little girl. You are making it very difficult to keep you alive. What am I supposed to tell the others now?
Ellie,
What?
tell them that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger.
How did you put it? Tiny pieces. See you in the morning, Ellie. Ellie. Ellie?
Ill.
Really?
You're low on health. No kidding.
Yeah. Such a relief to play as Joel. Like, you feel like something's shifting, like the power back when Joel's alive. How intense must this be for him, by the way, that he wakes up, like, he's been out, probably doesn't remember much for the last several weeks, and Ellie's missing.
He has no idea where he is.
Yeah. Like, he didn't know that they got to this Colorado town.
Doesn't know what the situation is.
Yeah.
Ellie!
Yeah, because right now it's like he has no idea whether she's hunting or if she's
In trouble or
in
anything.
trouble
Yeah.
or yeah.
She could just be out.
I guess he'll find out really quick.
Yeah. It's not until somebody like shoots at him they know something's wrong.
Where is she?
I'd just like to point out, though, by the way, that thought of Joel coming after you when he has, like, you have, like, his daughter, or at least how he's now probably looking at Ellie as, like, his daughter, and his protective instincts after, like, losing his actual daughter. It's got to be a scary thing. He's a scary dude normally.
Well, and
Fueled by, you took his daughter, oh, Jesus. Like, there's no escape in this man.
yeah,
like
and
John
I mean
Wick coming
definitely
after
that's fueling him, but it's like almost like you feel like he's more dangerous when he's not with Ellie because
He doesn't have to, so to speak,
He doesn't-
censor himself.
he doesn't have that humanity.
Yeah. And you kind of see it in the next scene, like, he's extremely brutal.
It's like kind of like the comparison between God of War 1 through 3 versus the newest God of War.
Kratos is, like, much less of a good person in the first three.
Right,
He has a
he's
son
much
that
more
humanizes him.
extreme and one-sided, where it's like when he's around his child, he has different dimensions to his characters.
Yeah.
Or character. He doesn't have a multiple personality. I literally thought for a second there that was Tommy's character model.
Similar. Well, I think this scene coming up really shows, like, what you're talking about, like, his humanity's not there when Ellie's not there.
Must be pretty intense to drag that person when you have your side split open.
What the?
You wait here. Now, the girl. Is she alive?
What girl? I don't know no girl.
Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl.
She's alive. She's David's newest pet.
Where?
In the town. In the town.
Now you're gonna mark it on the map. And it better be the same exact spot your buddy points to. Mark it.
It's right there. You can verify it. Go ask him. Go on. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't. Fuck you, man. He told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe him.
No, wait!
Wakey, wakey.
Come on.
Let's go! Stop!
I warned you.
I'm infected! I'm infected!
Really?
So are you. Right there. Roll up my sleeve. Look at it!
I'll play along.
What'd you say? Everything happens for a reason, right?
What the hell is that? She would have turned by now. It can't be real.
Looks pretty fucking real to me.
I think it adds so much of the fear too, that scene, like not just with Joel, but like the way he refers to Ellie as like David's newest pet, meaning this is like a common trend, and the creepiness of how he was like trying to touch her and things, that like it went from not just like she discovered they're cannibals, but it's not just that they're cannibals, it's also that David wants to be with her like in a relationship type fashion too. That like it's just all sorts of the worst things. They eat people, and she's trying to like sleep with a 14-year-old girl or whatever.
Which begs the question, do you think that was deer meat, or do you think that that was...
I think so. I think David has a sort of sense of pride and honor that he wouldn't lie to Ellie in that moment. When he promised, I think he's got enough of a fucked up like sense of like honor that he believes like he wouldn't lie to her. Not straight up like that.
Now, this part I always found a little bit challenging, because...
It's very hard. I've learned the pattern a little bit by now, but like, it's tough.
Yeah, it's not a matter of, you know, so much dealing with the enemies. It's more of just sneaking by and like not getting caught.
Yeah, because like if you kill a guy, you can pick up like a revolver with a couple bullets. So you can get a little bit of ammo and like weapons, but like nothing substantial. Like not enough that you could fight your way through this. You really have to stealth it.
Yeah, it's probably the most forced stealth section of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, going back to what you said a little bit earlier too, I mean, for sure, like that goes to show you what the Joel that everybody always talks about, you know, was like
Yeah.
that Joel that like Tommy still has nightmares about, and,
About what they used to do.
yeah, like that gives you a little bit of a taste of what that was like.
Yeah, because it's he like like the guy says, like he told him what he wanted. It didn't matter. He was gonna kill him either way. And it was just brutally murdering both of them because they messed with Ellie.
And you could tell, like, the way that he was torturing that guy, like, where he's stabbing him and he was like, I'm going to pop your knee off.
Yeah,
I mean,
focus on me right here.
He's done that before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's totally comfortable with what he needs to do.
Like how he's talked about, like, before, where he's like, oh, I've been on both sides of the raid and all that. Like, as a hunter and all that. Like, that was the moment where you realize it's 100% true. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Maybe not. I really thought I was dead. But yeah, like that was definitely the taste of the Joel that has been hinted at in the years of like before he found humanity again with Ellie.
I'm saying we could have a real situation here. We already have a situation.
Oh crap. Just took me back out. This is the worst escape ever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh! Yep! Here's my death.
I know the path now.
Yeah. Oh, yep, they're dead Ellie. I usually have saved a bottle for that point. Because you can throw a bottle to distract... Oh, I have a bottle. To distract him. Oh, another... Like, what they're talking about right now, like, about her biting, like, that's another thing that, like, technically David is super scared because he's been infected in this.
I like how you threw the bottle after they discovered you.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna die again here. If I zigzag like a crocodile's chasing me, maybe I'll get away.
Zigzag like a crocodile chasing you.
I think I did get away. I'll be safe. Because, yeah, like, she's immune, but she bit David, she still transmits the virus, so David's got to be extremely scared in this moment, because this might be the last, like, bit of, like, his real life ahead of him, and he knows, regardless of whether he gets her or not, he's probably dead. He's at least got to be freaked out about that.
I totally thought you were going to say The Last of Us right there.
I think we just glitched.
Yeah, what is going on here?
I think it's playing through the dialogue of him, like, busting into the place. Yep, because he's strangely stuck outside.
Yeah, this is really weird.
Just... Alright, I'm gonna have to have him killed too.
That was very strange.
I've never had that happen before.
Well, I'm glad we caught that.
Yeah.
Now he's inside.
No, you're not infected.
But I am.
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
Unless you're immune.
This game at this point is like, alright, you played Last of Us too many times where we gotta mix it up with some glitches.
Yeah. Just so you get a death on one file.
That was good, kid. It's gonna be alright.
This is a very, like, clever way to do this boss. Like, I enjoyed it a lot.
Surprising me.
Yeah, it is a cool way to do the boss because, I mean, it's a way to make it feel different and somewhat give you a somewhat even footing.
Yeah.
But it's also very tense because it's like if he finds you, then
Right, you're dead
done.
instantly.
And it fits with his character.
Yeah.
Because I could totally see him trying to, you know, play with her in this way.
Yeah. Like, it feels very real, and like this would be a real situation with them. It doesn't feel forced. More Central Light. Oh, an Atwood beer. We have another beer.
I wonder if that's the local craft beer.
Yeah. It doesn't look like much like a craft beer bar.
Touche.
It looks like your stereotypical barbecue joint. Little low country broil.
At least that went more smoothly the second time. Once,
Yeah.
Once he
we weren't
actually
glitching.
entered the bar.
This is a bit harder to play with HDR, by the way. The whites are a bit brighter in the snow. But yeah, I think you got a good point. Like, Joel being alone is terrifying. And not only that, it's not just Joel being alone, it's Joel being alone and you have his daughter. Like, he's
Yeah,
about
because-
as scary as they come right now.
Because this is cool. Because, like, I mean, even this part right here. This feels much more different than going through this section with Ellie.
Right.
How much more of winter do we have? Not much, right?
No, I mean, essentially I get through these guys, I go into the barbecue joint and there's Ellie.
And that's it, right?
Yeah, I call it a barbecue joint. I don't know it's actually a barbecue joint. It just seems like one to me.
Okay, cause we're at 25 minutes now. We'll go ahead and just finish Winter.
Okay.
Cause I don't think it's gonna be a super long period of time unless you die a bunch. But it's like, yeah, if you go through this section right here, like it feels totally different with Joel because it's like it doesn't feel like, okay, I've got to stealth this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you got to be careful, but I mean, Joel's such a killing machine.
Yeah, and like by this point in the game, you have so many weapons on you.
Right. And I mean, it's probably different with the higher difficulties.
Oh, for sure. Like Survivor, but even with Survivor, this section is relatively easy because, like, especially knowing the pattern, like you just saw, like I can bow and arrow all these people pretty easily on this first wave, and then it spawns a few more to come.
Yeah, and especially like with having like the listening mode and stuff like that, even if you're not super used to it, it probably makes it easier to kind of see the people.
Yeah, this is one of those sections like where you talk about the pattern. I know the pattern incredibly well that I don't even need the listening mode for this part. Like I just knew where all those guys were gonna walk to. As long as you don't get detected, I know where everyone's gonna be.
Right.
And I think this is where Joel starts to feel like he realizes the reality of David's group.
Yeah.
There's even a note you can find right there that talks about, like, it's their log of food of how much pounds of meat they have, and you know they're talking about humans, and like you can follow like their last 9 months of like at times they have like a crazy amount of meat, and at times they're very low, and they're like currently at a low point. And that's probably why they're a little bit more desperate and start going to the university and things, because they're like low on food.
Really?
Maybe it's more like a steakhouse. This is another cool part where you're slightly controlling, like I'm moving her forward, and you have to hit the button to grab the machete and things. Like it feels like you're a little bit more in control of like the final moments with David.
I knew you had heart. You know, it's okay to give up. Ain't no shame in it. I guess not. Just not your style, is it? You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Stop! Stop!
Fucking touch me!
It's okay. It's me. It's me. It's me. Look. It's me.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Did you hear me?
No. What?
Look. Hospital. This is where we get off. Let's go, kiddo.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and wrap up there and push forward through spring in the next few videos. With that said, please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next video.